Well, good morning, everyone. Happy holidays, season's greetings. It is after Christmas, but you know, the holidays are still here. They're still rolling, and people are still out and about doing their thing. And New Year's is coming up, so just in case I don't come back on here before then, have a happy and safe New Year. So today this video is going to be about products that I use or that I have used, and whether or not I still use them or not, and what the purpose of them are. So I'm gonna try my best to make this short and sweet. Y'all know how I get. I end up getting long-winded, and I'm trying not to do that. I'm really trying to get y'all in and out with the quickness. So yeah. So I briefly mentioned in one of my videos that I was trying a product that I'd heard actually reverses the graying process. Saw this woman's video and she had hair like mine, and I've seen other people that do it, but I kept looking at hers and it seemed to work for her. So I was like, look, I'm gonna try this. Okay, cool, y'all. So this is the product. Blackstrap molasses. Okay, doesn't really matter the brand from what I was told, but you just have to actually make sure it says blackstrap molasses and not just regular molasses. And you can still use this particular one when you're baking and all that stuff, but I was specifically taking this as a way to reverse the graying process. Y'all, I started graying, or at least we discovered a gray hair in my head in a random spot in the back where nobody would ever see it when I was 11 years old. So, so you know, I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, that's fine. But when I turned 30, y'all, my gray hair started setting it off. And I noticed that I started graying more, like around my edges, my perimeter, whatever you want to call it, like faster than any other places in my hair, in my head, on my scalp, whatever you want to say. And I'm just like, what in the world? So I randomly was talking to my mama the other day, and she was mentioning how she still had her natural color hair in the back that had never turned gray, but she was basically like white top and front of her head, right? And so I was like, it's your fault. That's why my hair is doing that. She was like, what? I was like, my hair has been graying, as you know, and it grays around my edges faster than any other place. And like, when I get gray hairs now, they manifest in the front first. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, y'all. But anyway, so this woman, she had been taking the stuff, blackstrap molasses, and I literally was seeing her videos. Her hair, everything was actually reversing. The graying process reversed. And so I was like, oh my gosh, y'all. To make a long story short, I started the process like maybe 2 months ago now or something like that. I'm guesstimating. I have a video where I said that I was about to start it. Whenever that was, that's around the time when I started it, y'all. So I started taking it, and what I would do would be like a tablespoon twice a day, once before I go to work and once before I go to bed. That would be at the most. I would at least try to get in 1 tablespoon a day. Y'all, you would think that molasses is good. Or at least blackstrap molasses. Y'all, I can't do it. I can't do it. And at first, it's funny because at first I was doing it because what I did was, the first time I took it, I tried to just do it, just throw it back, and that was it. As you know, molasses is thick and all that, which is fine. But I thought, because I know regular molasses is sweet, I was like, oh, it's going to be fine, whatever. No. I feel like if you're like me and you don't like licorice, black licorice, then you are definitely not going to like this. Y'all, I had to start, I was like, well, maybe if I do this, this will work. And it did, which was, I would have a warm cup of water, and I would have that. I would like take a sip of that and then mix in the tablespoon of the blackstrap molasses. and I would kind of like swish around in my mouth with my nose, like not breathing at all, and just hold my breath. Kind of like what I do. I'm terrible when it comes to medicine. I hate taking medicine. Hate it. Hate it. I would rather just be in pain or whatever the situation is than to take a pill or any of that. But anyway, like I have to be in dire distress in order for me to take medicine. I hate medicine. Y'all, so anyway, that's what I did. I just mixed it with a little warm water, and I was able to go down fast, and I would just chase it with something else really quick or just drink more warm water. Most of the time, that's what I would do so that I could get my organs to going anyway. Just drink me some warm water or some, after that, I would just drink a little bit of cool water so it wouldn't disrupt it as bad. Y'all, so I really was doing good for like 2 weeks straight. And I hadn't seen any results. And then I was like, I watch after this 3rd week, I'm gonna start seeing results. This is what I'm telling myself, right? So, y'all, one day I went to take some, and I did it the same way with the warm water. I don't know what happened or why, but my body was like, nah, I'm tired of you forcing this mess on me. And I basically like threw it up. And I'm the type of person that I hate to throw up at all. I don't care if it'll make me feel better. I'm not here for it. It just, ugh, I can't do it. So when I did that, no, ever since then, I have not tried it again. And it just really turned me off from it. So I'm just like, I can't do it, y'all. But since I'd have this bottle and I've only used like 20% of it, I'm gonna try my best to start back in the new year, I guess. Y'all, okay, I'm just like, oh my gosh. It's supposed to have all these benefits, but you just have to be careful with how much you ingest. But I don't have a problem with that, because I don't care if I had to just do like 1 tablespoon and that was it. That would be fine for me, because I hate how it tastes. Like, it really tastes disgusting to me. It is sweet, but oh gosh, I don't know what in the world. It's just, ugh, y'all. But anyway, that's something that I'm gonna table for now. And I'm saying that I'm gonna start it back in the new year, but I'm not sure. All right, so y'all who've seen me before, y'all know that I tried this. See if it'll do what it needs to do so y'all can see it. Tea Tree Herbal Grow, and it's by Parnavu. See it? I think it's going backwards, but you know, I'm just gonna read it off. Tea Tree Herbal Grow, Parnavu, helps stimulate growth, helps prevent dandruff, treats dry scalp. And let me see. Take this top off. This is the consistency, because I've shown before what it looks like. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's the grease. And it's like the other little herbal, like if you ever had any of those African, I want to say African Pride, but anyway, I can't even think of the name of them. It has like the little pieces of herbs and stuff in it. This smells really good, y'all. I'm one of those people where I like a product that works and it smells good, because it'll, you know, convince me to want to even do it more than I normally would. And it helps me to remember, actually, because I'm like, ooh, I gotta do that, because it smells good. Like, this smells good to me. But anyway, to me, it didn't do what I wanted to do, which was to grow back in my widow's peak and the places where the accident happened. And I mentioned before, but to make a long story short, I was involved in an accident, a chemical accident, where boiling hot antifreeze blew up in my face when somebody's car overheated, and I didn't wait long enough before I removed the cap, and the pressure built up and it blew up in my face. And I ended up, y'all, I didn't even know I still had these pictures. I have pictures from when the accident happened. I just didn't take any of my hair. I don't know if I was just in that much pain. I was just so shocked what it did to my hand, because I'm big. Like, if you can't tell by just this and my neck or whatever, I don't know. But I am big, y'all. and it literally lifted me up off the ground and blew me back a little bit. And that was just from a reservoir, antifreeze reservoir. And that's pretty small in comparison to what other things have actually blown people up. Have blown them up off the ground, y'all. I was just like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even believe that happened to me. So, y'all, I've been trying things, and this isn't danger. This is just random gray hairs that just won't sit down. And see, like, that's one of the spots right there. That's one of the spots right there. And, like, when I actually pull my hair straight back, it actually isn't that bad. It's just that it's thin in certain spots because it never grew back from the accident. Y'all, when I had that accident, I actually didn't think my edges that were affected were going to grow back. Like, I really had, like, burns to the point of where when it was healing, at first I had to put ice on it in order to get over the stinging and the burn. Like, it really felt like I was on fire, like literally on fire. Now, I relaxed my hair, and I have been one of those people that I've scratched my scalp and a little bit got on certain parts where I scratched my scalp and I got burned. When I tell you that this feeling from this burn was completely different, it was worse. Oh no, I would have gave anything for it to just been a chemical burn that accidentally happened because I scratched my scalp. It was bad, y'all. It was to the point that when it was healing and I was putting the different things on that I put on in order to heal the skin itself, because I'm telling you, I couldn't eat, I couldn't wash my hair. I couldn't, like, I had to wait like a month before I could wash my hair. Luckily, I had basically just did it. I had just washed it. So that was the only thing that saved. My hair didn't stink or anything after waiting, but I literally couldn't wash or put anything on it. Had certain spots where when I'm in the process of putting the different product on it, it's healing, and then, you know, the skin will come off. Yeah, I had points where I'm kind of like wiping, and then the hair and the skin came off that healed around it. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm literally looking at my edges in my hand. So I'm just thinking, okay, I'm not gonna have edges anymore. Like, this is just what it's gonna be for me. And like, I have thick hair. My hair is thick. I relax my hair, but my hair is still thick. And people ask me all the time if I'm relaxed, texturized, or natural, like all of the time. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with getting length. I don't have a problem with thickness. But the rest of my hair is just right here, right here, right here, right here. Basically, the areas that were affected when I had that explosion. So, what I did was, what I did before, like way before that, before it became a national phenomenon in the hair community, I purchased some Jamaican black castor oil. I had done research, and I don't know. I think that at the time, and this was before, way before the accident happened. This was like a year, maybe, before the accident happened. I randomly was doing research, and I don't know why. I just felt like when I get older, my hair is going to start thinning out. And I was like, what is that? What is something that I can do that can kind of prevent that, or I could keep the same thickness that I have now? So for some reason, Jamaican black castor oil came up, and I was reading into it. And I mean, I'm the type of person that when it comes to certain hair products, I will look into it for months at a time, sometimes years, depending on what it is and where it's going to go on my body, whether it's a hair product, a personal product, no matter what it is. I really will do my research because I'm already super sensitive to a lot of things. So I don't want to risk my health in the process trying to do stuff like this, y'all. So anyway, at that time, I had I think it was called Sunny Isle was the brand. I had that. I had a big, wait a minute, how much? It was like a big glass jar of it, where I poured it out, and I would just put it in the areas that I didn't even, y'all, and then it's so sad, when I did it, when I first started using Jamaican black castor oil, it was summertime, y'all. You know our hair grows faster in the summertime, especially if you live in the United States and you live in a place that's not like tropical-esque all the time, where it's cold half the year and hot the rest of the year, whatever. If it's not like that, then you know that summertime, your hair loves it, or especially if you're taking care of it as you should. My hair loves summertime and it grows fast. I've always been told that our hair grows faster in the summertime, and I know that reigns true for me. So, like a crazy person, I sat up here, and on top of using Jamaican black castor oil in the summertime, when my hair grows the fastest, I was stretching my relaxer. When I tell y'all that was the worst experience of my life, it was the worst experience only because when it came time for me to relax it, because I was trying to go 6 months, I think. Yeah, because sometimes I would do 4 months. And this time I was like, oh, I'm going to do 6 months, whatever. Because I was doing good at first, and I started using that Jamaican black castor oil, and my hair was like, yeah, set it off. Set it off on the follicles and whatnot. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Y'all, I couldn't get no part of the comb through. It was, y'all, I thought I was going to end up like Tina Turner. I thought I was going to be bald head, scallywag. I wasn't going to have no hair. I just thought that my hair was going to get burned off because it took me such a long time to try to get my finger. Like, when I tell y'all, people think that I'm joking when I say this. I'm relaxed, but there are times when I stretch my hair and I can't even get a comb. I can't get the rat tail part of a comb. I can't even get my fingers through my hair. The natural part, even sometimes the part that's actually relaxed. So that's why I try to get people to understand that at this point in time in my life, I don't see myself going natural. It's never been something where I was like, oh, let me do that. And I have tried before. I tried, but in a way, it's just not for me. I ain't going to go into that particular detail right now. But yeah, that's not a part of what I would be doing at this time in my life. So, y'all, anyway. So, right now, what I'm using as far as Jamaican black castor oil is this. DNA Jamaican black castor oil with Manoy oil. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. But look, I was looking into some stuff, and that particular oil, Manoy oil, is supposed to be very amazing. Just like I heard argan oil like forever ago was like liquid gold. This is supposed to be like liquid gold as well, and it's amazing for growth. It's supposed to be amazing on your skin, all that stuff, y'all. So I'm using it. I'm gonna see how it works. And I've had this bottle for like a month or two, and look where it is. It's still pretty high up there. And I mean, I use it a couple of times a week. And I mean, when I tell you a little, this is one of the situations where a little goes a long way. Y'all, this is getting on my nerves. I could have swore I went into the Facebook thing and turned off all these notifications that come on when I actually have my volume up. But no matter what I do, it doesn't. Oh my gosh, it gets on my nerves, y'all. Get on my nerves. And then, like, when I got a new phone, it messed it up because I had all that set to be off. And I don't know what to do, y'all. It's getting on my nerves. Anyway. But yeah, that's all of the things that I want to discuss, because I have plenty. When I tell y'all I have plenty of products that I use. But as far as this particular venture, dealing with my hair, I just want to focus on getting my edges that have been removed because of the chemical explosion back, if at all possible. So, I mean, it's just going to be a learning process / surprise, it worked, or surprise, it ain't gonna work for you, girl. This is just the end of the line. And I don't know. So some products that I plan on getting, I'm gonna possibly look online today, and if the rain ever stops, I might go check out a hair supply store and see if they have, well, they do have it, but I'm pretty sure it's too expensive. Walmart probably has it cheaper. Y'all, and it's an old faithful. I used to get this all the time when I was in college, but I have strayed away. And like I told y'all before, that wild hair growth, whatever that, the one that's in the yellow bottle and the one that's in the white bottle with the green letters, they don't work for me, like, literally at all. Not at all. And my hair loves tea tree oil. and all that stuff. But I don't know what it is. Their castor oil and tea tree blend, all the stuff that's blended in with that, it ain't working for me at all. Like literally at all. And I know people who swear by that stuff, but I don't like it. But an Old Faithful that I'm going to acquire yet again is gonna be Do Grow. I know that sound like, oh, you ain't doing nothing special, but it really used to work quite well for me, and I love the way it smells. So yeah. I'm thinking of going on ahead and getting that again. And what I might do is, if I find it cheaper online, I'm just going to go to Walmart and smell them to see which one I had before. I think I had the one that was in the green bottle before. I mean, that was green. I don't remember. But I liked the way they smelled. I remember them smelling pleasant. So unless they change the formula or whatever they put in it, the fragrance, then I'm going to be like, I don't know. But I used to do braids a whole lot when I was in college. And I used to use it whether I was using braids or not. But that's what introduced me to it, was me finding out that a lot of people that I went to school with was using Do Grow. And I had heard about it, but I'm like, I don't know why. Y'all, I'm fired. For some reason, I used to associate Do Grow with something that only dudes, males, you know, were using. So I was just like, okay, no. And then I found out a lot of the girls that I went to school with and college with, they were using it. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, let me do that. And then my hair loved it. So I'm thinking of getting that again and seeing where it leads. Because as of right now, I can't really tell if this DNA brand of Jamaican Black Castor Oil is doing anything or not. But yeah, I'm using it. And, you know, I had success with Jamaican Black Castor Oil in the past, but I never used it with the Manoe oil. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that so wrong, and I'm sorry. But yeah, y'all. Anyway, I just wanted to come to y'all with that video and let y'all know about what I was using. And if y'all are going to be using that Blackstrap molasses, let me know what your experience is. And if y'all know of anything that I could use that actually, you know, runs the possibility of reversing the grain process, that's natural, that's not a pill. And I mean, I'm just trying to do something that's like either already in the cabinet or whatever, that I can apply directly to my hair, or that I can ingest that won't really do me any harm. And I'll do some research on it. I will use it. And y'all can put in the comments some other things that I can use that might be able to help me to, you know, get my edges back. But anyway, y'all have a nice day. I might be back later on with a review of The Real Housewives of Charlotte, because y'all, I've been having some issues. I'm gonna come back and tell y'all what happened. So I'll see y'all soon. Bye.